IPL team. I mean, IPL apparently has given Indian cricket fearlessness, because you all the time, most of the time, you are handling pressure situations. Were you surprised here in this World Cup that in that all important semi-final during a pressure situation, somehow the Indian team couldn't come up to the mark?
I think it'd be unfair for me to comment, but I think the IPL, the players who performed well in the IPL were not even picked in the squad. So I think a lot has to be asked about the team selection. When you pick someone, without taking names, but I'll take a name, Vijay Shankar in the team, and you leave the likes of an Ajinkya Rahane, or you leave the likes of an Ambati Raidu,
or Rishabh Pant.
Or you leave the likes of a Rishabh Pant out. What kind of message are you trying to send the youngsters? What kind of message are you trying to send to the squad, and what kind of message are you trying to send to the world about the skill level of these boys? So I think the team selection for me was a little bit strange, and I think the last 18 months, the way some of the Indian players have played, and if experience was the criteria, why wasn't Rahane or a Raidu considered? And we all knew that India would have one match when either Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma is not going to perform, and that's when the middle order would be needed. And to be fair to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, to Ravindra Jadeja, to Rishabh Pant, to Hardik Pandya, they played exceptionally well to get India so close to winning the semi-final. But Dinesh Karthik means really, I mean, is that the answer for India? Do we really believe he technically is the right man for the job? I don't know. But and that's why I, as a fan, feel that a lot of questions need to be asked about the selection. And again, when you had the opportunity of a Vijay Shankar going out on injury and you're getting Mayank Agarwal into the team, again, is Mayank Agarwal actually going to be someone coming into the 11? They would have the answers to that more than me. But for looking from outside, if it was my IPL team, Rishabh Pant would always be on that flight, and so would an Ambati Raidu. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind.
Kaif, were you surprised to see Mahendra Singh Dhoni emerging out of the pavilion so late at number 7?
Before that question, I want to talk about the NatWest Trophy final. Why that happened? If I batted number 7 and I won the game, because I kept playing from the start. So lots of players came in the middle. DK is talking about, Rishabh Pant played few matches, Vijay Shankar left. Of course, injury happened in the middle. But you need the players who just keep playing, being in the condition, seeing the situation. So why NatWest happened, I can relate, because I've been playing from the start. Say, spending 1 month and probably 40 days in the UK. So traveling around, seeing different conditions, practicing, you are in touch. This game is all about touch, rhythm. If you break the rhythm, it will be very difficult to chase even 240, which we saw in the last game between New Zealand and India. So I thought, like Parth said and Dada said, this is a very talented Indian side. They're going to win lots of matches in the future, lots of finals. But this World Cup, they missed the trick. Not playing no same players. Like Shami. What happened to Shami? I couldn't understand. He didn't play that game against New Zealand. No, that guy played 3 matches, got 15 wickets or what? And he.
And my question was very specific. Were you surprised to see Dhoni coming out number 7?
Yeah, because see, when you chase 240, we speak about Dhoni's strike rate going down. This is the man should be there, probably batting number 5, and see the match through. And that's what he's been doing for the last couple of years. His role has changed. He's not the same Dhoni. People change. We all change. We cannot remain the same player. So I think, of course, they missed the trick. The management, the captain, he should have definitely come at number 5. If not 4 or 6, he should have gone definitely number 5. And he's been getting runs. You saw the Australia tour. He was man of the series on that tour, playing the same way, just batting with the tailenders, taking the game deep and win the game. He has been doing it. Probably he was the man should have been there at number 5.
Saurabh, there is immense speculation on Dhoni's future. Now, you are not Saurabh Ganguly, you are MSK Prasad. What would be a conversation with Dhoni?
I don't think it's a public platform and Dhoni's career, somebody who's achieved so much. He's one of the greats of the game, and India will not have an MS Dhoni very soon. I see a lot of talent in Rishabh Pant. But I expect Rishabh Pant to do what Dhoni does in the next 5 years. But I think MS Dhoni's career, nobody has got the right with what he's achieved to be in a public platform, whether it's in the media, whether it's in the newspapers or the selectors, to decide where does Dhoni go. And I firmly believe if India has to win World Cups, careers has to be decided before the World Cup, not after World Cups. You cannot go into a World Cup with pressure. Yes, pressure is important. You put pressure because you need pressure to perform, but don't put so much pressure that it cracks. Because at the end of the day, they're all human beings. They want to be in that situation. They want to win. They want to survive and want to play for India. So that's one thing we need to discuss. I completely agree that Dhoni is not the same player, and he's not the same player mentally. I think game-wise, I think he can still hit. He can still clear. But as you grow older in sport, as you become a name, as expectations go higher up with careers, because he's played about 350 one-day games. I've played more than 330 one-day games. So I understand, I realize that as you get older and more experienced and a name, you saw the same thing with Sachin. You know, when he got older, his game got tighter. People said, you know, he has to hit and win for India. But then that's when captaincy, leadership, coaching comes in. Put an arm around Dhoni and say, just hit the ball. If you get a 50, in 30 balls, we'll win. If you get a 50 in 80 balls, we will not win. So that message is very, very important in team environment. You have to let people free. You win cricket matches by scoring runs and taking wickets. There's no other way. And the reason why Indian cricket in that generation of ours, in 2001 till now, have played so well, because of the freedom which has been created or freedom which has been accepted in that system, that let players be free and go and play their game. And I think, as I said to the question what you asked, nobody in Indian cricket has got the right to decide where Dhoni goes, because what he's achieved for Indian cricket is unbelievable. And there will not be a second Dhoni very soon. But he also must realize that just as everyone is, he's a great player, Sachin was great, Kapil was great, Rahul Dravid was a great player. You should always go when you're still at your best. I still think he's at his best, and he's just got to think differently when he plays. But once again, I say nobody has got the right to decide when MS Dhoni goes.